All right, shalom, shalom. I'm going to start out this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well, that teach well, while learning this truth 100% according to the Bible. I also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, the prophets, the servants scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. And shalom to you sincere Akwaf, which are the sisters that are sincere, and your children, shalom. And in today's video, we basically got another video from the brother, the Hopeful Like 3. You know, this video he posted earlier, and I'm going to kind of be building off of this in the spirit. You got this woman here. She's basically, talking about a lot of different things that are happening around the earth, far as like all of these plagues and things that the Lord is bringing upon this place, America, and the world. And she's complaining about it, But the Lord tells us also in the book of St. Matthew, and I'm going to get that precept real quick. Chapter 10, verse 34, it says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." Right? And that word sword goes into destruction, chaos, calamities, bad times, fears, evils, all of these different types of things that we see occurring in the earth, man. And we know why ultimately the Lord, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, is bringing these bad times, man, is because of the wickedness of the people, how this society is being ran. Everybody in this world is drunken off of the philosophy of this place, Babylon, the Great America, which is, Esau Edom being in rulership. The so-called white man has polluted the whole earth, man. Now the whole earth itself is wicked. The people are wicked. Everybody but the elect of the nation of Israel and the 1/3 remnant. They're the only ones walking after the ways of righteousness to the best of their abilities. Everybody else in this world, especially our people, they're wicked, man. But this is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, just basically touching on what I was saying about why these times are taking place, or why these evils are happening, right? This is verse 5, 2nd Esdras 15:5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues," right? That meaning bad times. That meaning all of these storms, earthquakes, all of these different types of events you see occurring worldwide. People, all of these different storms that are, rushing through all of these cities and states and destroying stuff and deleting numerous multitudes of people in his wake when it passes. All of that is by the Lord, man. These are part of those plagues, those evils. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world," right? The whole entire world, especially this place, America. This place is going to get it the worst, but the Lord is plaguing everywhere around the world. The sword, right? Destruction, chaos, calamity. You got a lot of different, wars going on around the world. People with weapons, killing each other at large amounts. You got the Russia and Ukraine situation happening. All of this is representing that sword, man, that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has upon the earth right now. And it says famine, right? In certain places around the world, you got people dying of famine, starvation, not having any food and things of that nature, right? It said death and destruction, right? In verse 6, the point, this is the reason why all of these evils are increasing, or why they're happening, right? It says for wickedness, right? Meaning sin, have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, right? So the Lord is basically tired of all of the wickedness that's occurring in the earth, mainly of his people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which makes up the biblical Hebrew Israelites, and as well as with you other heathens too. The Lord is just tired of wickedness in a whole, and that's why he's bringing forth all of these evils, man, these bad times. And we know that it tells us that also in 2nd Esdras chapter 14, and I'm going to go to there real quick. And I'm going to go to verse 16, right? It says, "For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter." So guess what? As each day progresses, the more you're going to see evil and bad things happening around the world, man. The more it's going to get more severe, more crazy, more sinister out here. The Lord tells us in the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1, that in the last days perilous times shall come. Right. And when you go into that word perilous, it means times of, uncertainty, times of, fear, times of chaos, times of destruction, man. And that's the time period that we're in. All right. And this is verse 17. "For look how much the world, right, shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils," meaning bad times, "increase upon them," right? Who is the them? The people, man. Right. Those that are not of the Lord's elect, you wicked 2/3 Jakes and Eves, and you wicked heathens, man. All of you people, man, that are out here just doing whatever it is you want to do, and, thinking that, this society is going to keep going on like this, man, with all of the behavior of the people. No, man, the Lord is about to bring judgment, man, and he's bringing judgment every morning and every day. But like I said, this judgment is only going to continue to exceed and get worse, right? And it says, increase upon them that dwell therein. So that's what's coming, man. More evils, more bad times, more famines, more deaths, more earthquakes, more everything, man. The Lord is bringing judgment, and if you're not on his good side, being the elect and the 1/3, you're going to fall to these judgments, man. It's going to get bad out here for you, so I'm going to get into this video, but before I started, I want to say fair use under the 1976 Copyright Act. I'm not getting paid for this video. This is only for educational purposes only. Fair use. Well, I read that precept the brother got right there. That's Revelation 18:8. And it says, therefore shall her plagues, right? Which is what you see happening in the earth right now. The plagues, plaguing this place, America, like I said, all of the storms, all of the earthquakes, all of these different talks of food shortages and etc. Those are the plagues, man. Right. And it says, shall come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. Right. And that's ultimately talking about when that nuclear destruction comes.